नमस्ते बिटिया हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया In the series of lectures we are taking online, today we are going to take another lecture, and that is methods of repertorization, part second. And before starting this lecture, I would like to say that we are all proud of to be a part of this university, that is JVW Jaipur, which is the best women's university in India. And I welcome you all on digital version 2.0 at JVW platform. As per schedule provided by the university having the best homeopathic college in Jaipur. Hope this lecture will satisfy your quest for knowledge. Please listen to it carefully and drop your queries in the comment box, which I will answer in the problem solving session. So now we start the lecture, the methods of repertorization part 2. See, what are the methods of repertorization? They are the mode or rule of accomplishing an end in mathematical calculation of selected repertorial totality in each case with unique symptoms, and that is done by two processes available. And the processes are total addition and elimination, as we all know. But the methods adopted by different stalwarts are different. The Kantian method is, which is useful in cases where general and particular symptoms stand out with their modalities. This method of grouping from general to particular with important mental general is called Kantian method of repertorization. Then another method is the Hahnemannian and Bonninghausen method. Here there is no mental symptom, or if there is mental symptom, then also it is given equal value and all the symptoms are taken. There is no elimination, and the totality of case is the basis. This is called Hahnemannian and Bonninghausen's method. Then there are certain cases where there are no mentals present. There are not at all any mental symptoms. Then we have to work the case on physical generals. So here there are ill-defined mental symptoms or concomitants, but only physical generals are present. And general repertories like Kent repertory or Bonninghausen repertory are used for such cases. Then certain cases are there where only a few particulars with peculiars are present. No generals are there. Here, what we do, that we try to complete the particular and we add peculiar in that case, and various repertories like Bonninghausen's repertory is used for that. Or we can also see the keynote symptom in referral repertories like NAR repertory. So this is keynote method. Then we can also work case on the pathological general. So this is another method where case is worked on pathological generals. When we come across patient with few common symptoms and pathological symptoms, then the following details help us in selection of the medicine. What is that? Patient's personal history and family history, the temperament of the patient, the complexion, color, texture of the skin of the patient, then the particular organ tissue affected, the regional symptoms, then the location, character, physical aspect of the lesion, complete symptom, or the possible cause of the illness. that is treating the patient with on the lines of causation as given by Clark. Then sometimes we have to work only on the nosology when there is nothing present in the case. Only diagnostic rubrics are there. Only lab investigation are there. So these diagnostic terms can be seen in our repertories like aneurysm, atheroma, etc. For that, various repertories are present in our profession. Out of which you have got Borik's repertory, then Boger's repertory, on which in which you can use clinical symptoms to choose the final remedy. So these were various methods of repertorization. So we have already discussed the processes of repertorization, methods of repertorization. Now we come on to the techniques of repertorization. What are various techniques of repertorization? One is the thumb finger method, or bookmark method, or thumbnail method. Here you keep your thumb in one page where you have found the rubric, and different finger on the different pages where you have found the rubric, and you see which medicine is running in all the rubrics with highest points, and you select the remedy. So without any paperwork, you can select the remedy. This is thumb and finger method. Then another method is a plain paper method, in which you write all the rubrics on a plain paper with their indicated remedies, and you totalize the commonly running remedies through all the rubrics, and you select the medicine which is carrying highest marks. Then there is repertory chart or repertory sheet method, or grid method, in which you fill a repertory sheet in which the name of medicines are already there. So this is commonly used in our academics. Then another method is the card method, in which there are punched cards which are commonly used. The name of medicines or the indication of that name of medicine is given on the cards with the punch, and all the selected cards are kept one on the other and seen against the light. If there is light coming from some medicine, that medicine is selected. Then there are software repertory, which is most commonly used nowadays. It is very much time saving. There no paperwork is required. So this computer repertory has extended to the various aspects of homeopathic treatment. The result of repertorization can be instantly projected on the screen with the rubrics repertorized, and the indicated medicine with their value in each symptom are displayed. The advantages of such software methods are limitless, and the aggregation method can be conveniently used on computer. But the demerit of using software repertory is that one must have proper knowledge or proper aptitude of softwares or computers. Otherwise, the result will be misleading. Then there's another way of repertorizing, that is by Dr. Patel's auto-visual repertory system. So nowadays there is another technique of repertorization, that is Dr. Patel's auto-visual repertory system, which is a mechanical device. Practically no paperwork is required in this. It is automatic. Marks are denoted by different colors and visuals throughout repertory work. You can even read your medicines which come automatically. Therefore, it is named auto-visual, means self-visualized, automatically visualized. This repertory consists of 5,505 auto strips. And this auto-visual apparatus which is having 435 medicines on in numerical order. From above downwards. Each medicine is provided with a code number. Each auto strip has a number on the top representing the rubric. In this autovisual homeopathic repertory, the auto strip is grooved at several places which represent the medicines. These grooves are in different colors or markings which indicate the gradation of drug in the Kent's repertory. So this autovisual repertory is based on Kent's work. Medicines are evaluated in different colors. There are 5,505 auto strips. Each medicine is provided with a code number. Each auto strip has a number of on the top representing the rubric. So this is all in techniques of repertorization. Then we come on to the tools of repertorization. What are various tools available nowadays? Combined repertorization is a tool. Tools are actually analytical tools which we use especially after completion of repertorization. When we have got results of simple repertorization, but we want to assess result with more tools, then we go for tools like combined repertorization. We take rubrics from other repertories also to get the combined repertorization. Cross repertorization. Result of one repertory is cross check from the other. Eliminating repertorization, that is artistic method, which we have already discussed. Then filter repertorization, we use various filters like kingdom filter, theme filter to get different remedies. Then expert analysis repertorization, for example, with Holker's expert system, it uses artificial intelligence in getting the result. Then selected symptom repertorization, we select only a few symptoms out of the all selected symptom to get improved result. This is selected symptom repertorization. So this is all in this lecture. So at the end of this lecture, I will like to give you an assignment, which is a type of subjective question. And the question is, what are various methods of repertorization? Give detail. The question is, what are various methods of repertorization? Give details. So this is all in this session. See you in the next session with a new topic. Until then, goodbye.